We all want love, right? What if I tell you the way to obtain love is by first being love, becoming love. And once you step into your loving vibration, now you are a magnet to love. Now you're attracting love towards you. What if I tell you, once you become whole within yourself, you no longer need anything outside of yourself? What if I tell you, if you tackle the battle within your mind, you can accomplish your heart desires? This sounds good, right? It sounds so simple, so easy, like 1, 2, 3, yet we make it so difficult sometimes. And this is due to society that we're living in. We're living in a very ego-driven society. They want us to label ourselves with our accomplishments of what we do for a living instead of tapping into the source within us. Because who you are is truly your spirit that is connected to your soul. But we are getting distracted by technology, by things, by media, by music, to try to pull us away from our inner truth. And what matters most is tapping into our wholeness, so we don't look outside of ourselves for anything. Because once we tap into the whole being that we are destined to be, that we are, we just have to remember who we are. We get so lost in the sauce trying to figure out this life, figure out the ropes of this world. And we can be in a couple detours, but eventually we're going to get back on our path if we allow the source to speak through us and surrender. But it takes something like detaching yourself from the ego in this ego-driven society where they want you to label yourself, where they want you to accomplish this and that to feel some type of importance to the world. But I just want to remind you today that you are enough, that you are important. We tend to seek outside of ourselves because that is just the consumer in us. We think we need this, we think we need that, and we think we need to fall in love with something or someone to feel this type of ecstasy feeling in life. But the way to feel this ecstasy feeling and stay in this joyful state is being present in this moment right now. The only truth is this moment now. It's not the past, it's not yesterday. We can't even worry about what tomorrow brings. All we can truly focus on is here and now. And this is how you detach yourself from the ego. Once you are in the present moment of this world, and now you can feel ecstasy, now you can feel happiness. In order to have peace in your life, in order to have joy within your life, is having joy in this moment right now, because that's going to lead over to your future. If you feel that you are whole enough right now, that's how your future is going to be. We tend to be so focused on our future and we forget about this moment right now. And having this awareness to identify what is important is the present moment. And that's all we can be conscious of, that's all we can give our attention to, because our attention is so powerful. And if we pay attention to negativity, to lies, then that's going to get us off course. We all run into someone that is unhappy. They are usually unhappy with themselves due to the choices that they make, and they take it out on other people because they don't have any love within themselves. But once you truly love yourself and you are truly happy with yourself, now you can find the good in everyone and everything. Now you have patience with other people, and this is when unconditional love comes about, because you accept this being for who they are. You're not trying to change them. You're not trying to sway them into thinking another belief that they believe in. You accept them for who they are, and that is true love. We get unconditional love and conditional love very confused. Conditional love is, I love you when you do this for me. But unconditional love is accepting this being for who they are, forgiving them when they didn't apologize, for loving them because you love yourself. And when you feel ecstasy, you don't hold grudges, because you know how much energy that takes. And when you appreciate this life for what it is, it's an adventure. Now you're able to accept the uncertainties of this journey. The reason why we are in survival mode right now is because we are unsure of the future. We are unsure of life. But let me tell you something. That's the fun. Because if we know what is truly going to happen, we are anticipating. We already, it's just like when you see a movie and you already know the funny parts. You already know what's going to happen. It doesn't bring the excitement, the joy. And that is what life is all about. Is an adventure. It's going to be uncertainties. But that's when we have to operate with love, to expect good things to happen to us, and not in fear, because that is limited beliefs. Now you're going to block your blessings when you are operating at such a low frequency, because now you're afraid to live life because you're just anticipating death. But what if I tell you death is an illusion? It's no longer real. Are you going to start living? Are you going to start becoming the whole being that you were destined to be? Are you going to start vibrating from love? So now you can be a magnet towards other whole individuals. You don't have to no longer seek or look or scroll or get on these dating apps to try to fill some type of void that the void is within. Now you're no longer empty. You're no longer searching. You're simply being. This is a part of the journey. We just have to trust this moment for what it is. That's going to lead to the next moment. That's going to lead to the next moment, and lead you to feeling like ecstasy. And we all want to feel like ecstasy. We just have to unprogram this mind of ours that we are battling with each and every day. We have been conditioned to stay in survival mode. But it's time to live, baby. It's time to live.